Good morning, all of you. I welcome all of you to Passionate Talks. I'm your host, friend Ajit Kate, who invite guests from different domains to speak on their passions. I welcome all of you to join in their journeys and to learn from each other. Thank you. We have our first chief guest for the show, Mr. Sanat Bharadwaj, who happens to be my friend, my neighbor. Let's hear him out on his experience on finance and what he has to share on finance. Sir, welcome to the show. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good
So,
morning.
yeah, I have a lot of questions for you with respect to financial market, finance as such. Okay. I would want you to first talk about finance. What is finance?
See, in our daily life, we deal with the money. The dealing of money is in many forms. It can be in the form of earnings, can be in the form of expenses, can be in the form of savings, can be in the form of investments. So there are many ways through which we deal with the money. Now, when you total it all together, that all becomes finance. Finance is basically about computation, tabulation, everything that we deal in terms of money. Now, there are many part of finance. The most important for an individual and ordinary person is the personal finance, because personal finance is where he has to account for the money for himself,
Yeah,
not for the society, not for the government, not for the family and all. Family
true.
can of course come into a picture, but he has to account for himself.
Correct.
So
Correct.
finance has got many facets,
Yes.
and this is a very important area.
Yes, sir. So, what brings to my mind is when you talk about personal finance, uh, there is an important need for financial literacy, correct? So,
Yes.
what do you think about financial literacy and what is the status of financial literacy in India and how much should it spread across the country?
Yeah, without any biases and all, I will say based on my experience of last 3 decades in the financial world, especially in context of India, I'm talking about. In India, we do not have any formal education system where financial literacy is taught. You have so many subjects at the class 10th level and thereafter a specialization in so many streams. You have a history, civics, geography, science, mathematics, literature, everything. But if you say financial literacy, that is poorly addressed in the curriculum of the students. That is one part.
Right.
Part two, when you come into the system of learning at a higher level, there are also somebody specializing in finance can, of course, have a lot of knowledge about finance. But somebody away from the finance does not have any formal introduction to the financial language. Now, what happens to this? You will find 2%, 3% people are into finance among the entire population. Remaining are financially in a deplorable situation. They have a no concept about inflation, how this is going to hit them. They have a very less concept about the saving. They have a lot of biases when it comes to making investments and savings. So all these are impeding their personal financials in a greater way. I will say overall in India, the financial literacy, at least in the non-finance segment, means the people, those who are not engaged in the finance area, is deplorable. It's very pathetic, and that is the reason why we need a lot of financial literacy program to be conducted. Of course, regulators are there, financial institutions are there, financial intermediaries are there. They are approaching them. But understand, if the bases are kamjor, you cannot build a big castle on that.
Hmm.
So financial literacy has to be addressed in some different format. I think some work is happening, but that is too little and too inadequate.
Right. So, based on what you say, what I feel is it's about the people who needs to be financially aware of what is finance, how do they keep their finances correct, what is personal finance. So it is up to the citizens, it's up to the people who have to come front and learn about financial literacy, learn about finance. How should I save my money? Even if you have 5,000 rupees as your salary, can you save 10% of it? But people do not come forward to learn to keep up their finances, but at the end, when they do not have sufficient money to cater to, they end up looking at the government. So yeah, as you said, that we need to have financial awareness education across the country with various platforms, various levels. When you say levels, I would like to say uh, the below poverty line as well. So people, even if they do not earn, uh, you know, as compared to others, they do have a significant amount of money they do get as per the government policies and schemes. So they need to try to save that money based on the awareness we create. Secondly is the schools and colleges who tend to learn everything else apart from finance, which is not there in the syllabus. Uh, God knows why, because it is not the people who create this syllabus do not think that finance is an important sector for them to learn. Now, when you add these to the syllabus, children are made aware of the finances, personal finances as such, uh, and they would start to save money in the initial stages of their career. Now, a lot of kids get pocket money, right? So these pocket monies are to be kept in a safe place in their banks or in their lockers at home, so that they are made to use only when required. But due to this lack of awareness, I think that money is being misutilized in buying other goodies like chocolates, mobile phones, smartphones. Nowadays, people have craze to buy iPhones, even if they are in their high school or colleges, early colleges. So I think if you are made if you're making the personal finance as a subject in your schools and colleges, they would tend to curb these practices of shopping high-end stuffs and try to concentrate on money saving. And the next part would be the freshers in their office, IT or other segment of life, where they get their initial salary but do not know how to spend it. So yeah, so financial literacy should be made aware. Uh, what is the plan? What is the plan to make this happen? How are we going to educate and create awareness in such a big country?
Now, see, before I go into what are the plan or what could be the plan, now two things are very important to be addressed. One is very basic question: how much one should save? You can be earning 5,000 rupees a month. You can be earning 5 lakh rupees in a month. People normally ask, how much should I save? Now you ask this basic question to everybody, and they all will give a different reply. I agree, people will have a different reply, but then overall understanding, somewhere there's a big confusion. I give you one statistics here. In India, the saving to GDP ratio is around 27%. What it means? It means that on 100 rupees of earnings in India, people generally save, on an average, they save 27 rupees per year. So 100 rupees of income and you save 27 rupees per year. It means in general, people should at least save 27%. If they want to remain at the average level also, one should save 27% of their income. If you want to grow rich in the life going forward, you should save more than 27%. So a standardization can be done, which people can realize themselves. So when it comes to how much you can spoon feed to an individual and how much they should learn themselves, it is about realization, realization of their need, realization of some standard practice, and that is the first requirement how to start with. I will say over here is that there are many platforms where the financial literacy is being practiced nowadays. Regulators, we have a four regulators in our country. We have a SEBI, we have a RBI, we have a PFRDA, we have a IRDA. They are the four regulators. They are coming up very in a big way through their intermediary institution to call a lot of investor awareness program that they are doing this. Thereafter, you have a stock exchanges like NSC and BSC and a lot of mutual fund company. They have maintained some separate corpus out of their entire AUM from their fees, in fact. That is to be spent on the investor awareness program. So that is also happening in the market. Besides this, you will have a lot of private people and NGOs and people who are enthusiastic themselves. They are coming through digital media and all, talking about a lot of things. In fact, nowadays, if you go onto the Google, you will find enough stuff
Yeah.
that can be much more than a library, you can say. So there are enough platforms, different layer of platforms, different layer of intermediary engaged in this area. Thing is that it's a realization in the willingness of the people. You cannot spoon feed to an individual to say, look here, you learn it and this will improve. They will simply ask you, I am either unaware or I do not accept your proposal. So this reluctance is something that has to be cut out.
Yeah.
And then thereafter, it's a very smooth process. It's not a big
Right.
problem thereafter.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. I'm Sanat Bharadwaj from Bengaluru and I'm engaged in giving professional training in the field of capital market and mutual fund. I'm into this professional training for last 1 decade since 2014, and before that I was nearly engaged with corporate world in the financial sector for nearly 2 decades. So overall, 3 decades of experience are with me, and I'm basically into academia and research. Thank you.